Hi there, it's Paul from Hurricane Forex, and this is a new addition to the Hurricane Forex system. So, you know, when you get those signals, and like since we've got one, in fact, just come up just now for show alerts. Bling, there it is, Euro Swiss, 75% sell. Okay, actually, if you look on everything else, it's kind of a sell, it's kind of good for a sell, it's kind of nice for a sell. There's a couple of issues with it. Firstly, the target is actually at the target it needs to hit, so it needs to be heading for the next target. But the biggest problem I found was I was entering a trade like this and it just sat there and didn't go anywhere, and there was no sort of movement in it. Now I've got this new entry helper up here. You can see it's mostly green at the moment. Well, this is a sell trade, so I don't really want to enter it right now. So what it does is, if that was all red, then I'm ready to enter, but I don't want to enter it unless it's like mostly red with maybe one or two of these could be green, but really it needs to be mostly red, and you can see right here it's not. Now that doesn't, of course, the problem with it is that if you've got a very volatile market that's bouncing up and down, then this is going to be bouncing up and down with it. But let's take this one for instance. So here, let's say you were looking to buy it, or let's say you're looking to sell it, you wouldn't have taken that buy trade. It would just never have happened, because this would have been pretty much red the whole way through the next candle. So, you know, you'd have probably, like at the moment, you see how it's gone flat, so you'd got this situation. So it's indicating that it's actually reversing. In fact, this is gold, so that's been doing that all day. Look at this sell here. So see this sell here, except it's bullish. So you get the sell signal, but you actually need this. The entry helper can help you to enter actually trades that are going to go down and are going to move. Now it won't work like everything in trading. We're trying to predict the future based on the past, so it won't work all the time. But you can see, look at this pin bar reversal here. You can see that there's a bit of a, this is completely green. There's actually quite a nice morning star forming there, depending on the trade of it. I've got a few of these trades on actually, where we've got these morning stars. There's a lot of it this evening. Look at this beautiful bounce off of this 200 period moving average. GBP, I've been watching sterling all day and I made some really bad trading decisions today, but that's okay. My risk reward is good, and so I can recover from that. And I've had days when everybody makes bad trading decisions, and I didn't follow some of my own rules, so that was a bit bad. So for instance here, I just want sells. Okay, in euro yen, I only want to take sells. Okay, so, and I don't want to take a sell right now. So if I get a sell signal, something like that, then I'm only going to be taking it when these are pretty much mostly red. Okay, and I'm hoping that you just saw that go green there, so you can see that this is actually quite a strong momentum buy move in this pair. The problem with it, of course, is that it's actually, if you look at the way that these are moving towards each other, look at the fact that we've had two sell signals. There's no signs from the indicator that we're changing direction. Now it has bounced off the 200 period moving average, but that doesn't mean a lot really in the grand scheme of things if we're actually moving like this. However, if this manages to break back up over the white line, the 100 period HMA Heckinashly moving average, then it will then we'll be probably moving back into an uptrend. But at the moment it's still bearish, and I think this is just a pullback on here. But you see how green that is, so we're not going to be entering any sells on that at the moment. Same thing here, you can see this is mostly red, so we've got a good, it's starting to move bearish, and look at that pin bar. Okay, lovely pin there. For those of you who don't know, go and look up pin bars, and that's one. There's another one up there. You can see I always see them really nicely on the hourly chart. So you've had a big rally up like this. It's actually broken down. There was a sell signal just here, so you could wait for the entry helper to tell you to show a bearish move. Okay, and you might not take it on that. Is it that candle? It's this candle, I think. Yeah, it's actually this candle here where it had the sell. So it actually had that, and look at this, the way it broke through here. It actually bounced off the 23.6% and then just bounced back up again. But your target was here. So you can see, pretty much it's going to really help you to get good entries on the market, because it actually concentrates on what's going on the current sort of recent candles. And it's based on price now. So for instance here, there's a pin bar rejection here on dollar Swiss. You see how it beautifully came up to, there's a big W here. Okay, so technically a W should actually go up to the 50%, but there's a lot of ranging markets at the moment, mainly because it's non-farm payrolls tomorrow, so there's a rejection there, quite a tidy one, and that's going down, and you can see that the entry helper's telling me a reversal. There's no signals, of course, because in flat markets we tend not to see them, and this is obviously flat. You can see it's flat. Okay, I mean, it used to have an angle thing there, but this is not as useful as this. So look, I've actually got an entry on this. I've got a buy on right now because of this, and the entry helper is completely green, which shows that there's momentum and pushing up in this candle from the last price. And look at the way the rejections happen. So I'm only going to aim up for there for the last entry. It's not a lot. It's like, in fact, we can use our trade calculator just to work out what it is. Let's just move this up to there's the take profit. Let's move that to there. To work out the risk reward, drag this down to here. So in this case, it's like a 2-to-1 risk reward. So which is quite nice. And you know, and I've got a lot. This is just a little faff around trade because I'm testing this entry helper, and I entered when it was like mostly green, and it's gone completely green. Same on this one. Just testing the entry helper along with, so you've got in combination with the signals telling you when you need to trade. The entry helper will help you to actually get in when the market's when the price has actually got some power behind it to move. These were entered quite a bit ago, but you know, you get the idea that it's quite a useful tool. So for instance here, you know, this looks like a big bearish market, but actually the entry helper is showing us that it's actually not that bearish at the moment. It's actually, you can see the way it's curved back up again. You see that moving, you can see it changing, because it's actually live based on the current price. In fact, it's based on the price. It's not based on the total in the current price. It's based on the price between the bid and the ask, so that we can deal with sells and buys. But you see, that's actually, as far as the entry helpers go, that's moving into a flat market. That candle's telling me we're in a flat market. Unless that moves very suddenly down, you know, this wouldn't be a place where you'd enter. There you go. Look at that. That's gone completely green. So it's showing me that there's quite a lot of scope for a buy here, but it's not time to take a buy. You know, really, I try and take only when I get signals. But if in a flat kind of market like this, where you've got a double top, you've got a big a big M going on, sorry, which should mean actually it does make it down. So in fact there is a sell signal just here, but again, it just went into a buy. So that's what the markets are like just before non-farm payrolls, which is tomorrow, and it's Friday tomorrow, so I won't be doing a lot of trading. I've got some trades on tonight, and we'll leave them overnight to chug. But as far as that's it. So look at this sell here. You wouldn't have taken it because this entry helper is green. So we need it to go red so that we prove we've actually got a valid sell. Hope that's useful. HurricaneForex.com. If you're going to use the indicator or you've got any questions, please join our Discord. You can go to the website HurricaneForex.com, scroll down the page, and there's actually a link in there. Join the Discord. You'll get so much out of it. Some great guys on the Discord who are just having fun using the indicator and you know, making profits. So there you go. Thanks very much. HurricaneForex.com.